Hi everyone, this is Killshot 99 Gaming. This is Play Dead Live. This is the blood battle tonight. We got Vox versus SLY. We got a big one for you guys tonight. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. We had a great time the other night. Epic duel, if you guys missed Monday night. Unbelievable battle. We had Mir, we had Ark. They go toe-to-toe. Incredible rivalry. I got so many good comments after that match. They absolutely love when Mir plays Ark, and I'm thinking that SLY and Vox could be the same rivalry. It's still early in the season, and I got a quick trivia question for you guys. What is the significance of tonight? It's a pretty big deal for Faction Wars, but tonight has some significance to it. We also, I got to tell you guys have been telling me, Kills, I need a pet bundle, I need a pet bundle. The biggest, most amazing, ridiculous pet bundle ever is tonight. I'm about to show you guys that. It is absolutely crazy. It is a one-time deal. I don't know if I'm ever going to do it again because we got such a good gemstones on it right there. Look at that gemstone. It is the halfway point. So I'll get to the bundle 1 minute. So the significance of the halfway point is that means each of you guys will play each other one more time. So seedings, standings, you get familiar with each other. One team's home, one team's away. We know the important part is the tournament, right? I mean, that's what it's going to come down to. So you guys are kind of learning your moves. I'm, getting better and better, hopefully each week with the scoring, keeping up with all the, all the madness, all the things that go on in Faction Wars. But keep in mind that all of your stats, all the things that you guys are doing, they're not all for nothing. Because not only do you have win-loss record, but at the halfway point, I know who the best bombers are. I know who the best rovers are. I know who the best tanks are. So keep playing hard, everybody. We're also going to have what's called a sixth man award. And that is going to be the person that's on the bench that comes off the bench that is the most productive. So we're going to have all-stars once the season is over. And you guys love the preseason match, right? Where it was half of one group versus half another group. So once the season's over and we crown our first ever Faction Wars champion, we're going to take the best of the best, and we're going to mix them together into all-star teams. So how you play every week determines whether or not you're going to be an all-star. And that's going to be significant because, of course, all-stars are going to get something a little special. And it could be an all-star medal, could be a badge for some of your shirts, could be, who knows, I might do a PDL letter jacket. What the hell? We'll put a big 999 logo on there. Just don't hold it upside down because if your mom's like mine, she doesn't like the 999 logo upside down. But we might get something, maybe a PDL, and get you guys some medals and some badges. And look, I don't expect you to wear it out and to prom or anything, but you could, frame it, put it up, put your medals on there as you get more and more victories, more and more battles. And I think Faction Wars and All-Star, it's just, it's just another neat thing that we're going to throw out there for you guys, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. We're getting a lot of great responses from the PDL pack. So again, I want to thank, there was a mix. Let me just say that to me is a gift of appreciation from all of the mods, all of the sponsors, everything that you guys do. But I don't want to lessen the value. Kel has been working like a champ. So Kel has produced many of those items, and her and I are already in planning for the next sponsorship pack. Now, you don't have to be a sponsor just to get all the goodies, although you will get more if you are a sponsor. I mean, that's the way it goes. You sign up, and then we're going to send you some good stuff. But participating in the PvP, participating in some of the other stuff, there's going to be different things that we send out from time to time as well. Except for Canada. I can't afford to send anything else to Canada. I've sold my car, I've taken out a third loan, and then Ron messaged me, he's like, when's it getting to Canada? I don't know, Ron. I mean, I'm trying to find the slowest way to possibly get it there, the cheapest way to possibly get it there, but maybe you get it, maybe you don't. We'll see. But no, you guys, I appreciate everything you guys do. There's going to be more shirts, there's going to be some more giveaways. And, we just want to make sure that everybody's involved in the game, all tiers of support, whether it's a member, whether it's a player, whether it is a sponsor. I am going to take care of my sponsors. I mean, they've been here for a long time, but I'm going to take care of the players too, so appreciate you guys. It's a little warm. It's 90 degrees in my office, but we're going to get through it. I might be sweating all over your score sheets, so if I lose track of your base or your damage or your health, it was there in dry erase marker, and then I sweat on it, and then your stats are probably all messed up. But I'm going to do the best I can to keep up with you guys tonight. So that's a lot of what we got going on, and of course we've got Morgue of Mirrors Friday night. There will be some special individual performances in that storyline. So you guys remember when Ocean Man met up with Neptune, Morgue of Mirrors has some very special gameplay. So I just want to tell you guys, it's going to be a whole lot of fun. It is going to be creepy. You may have some nightmares after we start it, but I think Morgue of Mirrors is going to be the best thing that we've ever done. And of course, Saturday, we are back with our pack opening event. We did have that red pet box that we did a couple of weeks ago. There will be a pet box available. There's also going to be a couple more theme boxes that you guys are going to be pretty excited about. We might even have a box with 2 legendaries. Never happened before, but we'll see. So stay tuned. We got a lot of great stuff going on. If you guys have not seen what we have to offer tonight, you're going to have to wait just another second, because I do want to put the ranks and the standings up on the board. We've got Mir at 3-0, but I'm going to be the first person to tell you, and I never take away from epic performances, but let me just say, Mir has had 2 really, really close calls. So I think that, one, it was good seeing, I saw Mir breathe a sigh of relief, Fly Rod and Ben, well, Ben wasn't there, Ben was sleeping, but Fly Rod and other players yeah, we pulled it out. But I also think that there were a couple other teams that watched and said, wait a minute, we might have a legitimate shot to beat this Mir team. I'm not saying there were weaknesses that were exposed. I'm just going to say that I think the parity in the league is really, really good. I think Vox is feeling some confidence. I think Arc went back to the drawing board and saw 1 or 2 moves. And I think SLY, once they get their entire team here, is going to be a force. So I'm super, super excited about all the matchups. And still, I think it's anybody's league. You can see Mir. Check this out. You got Mir, 17-05 and 15-20. Of course, they are 3-0. You can't argue with an undefeated record. But then you got Vox 1-1, and look at that point differential. 225 point differential. So Vox is winning and winning big. You got Arc in there. Arc at 1,850 points. What an offensive team. So Arc has some firepower. We know they have some firepower. They're going to have to figure out a little bit of defense, but boy, oh boy, 1,850 points. Good stuff. And then SLY really is SLY's got something to prove tonight. SLY, we need you to join us. So hopefully you guys are in full effect. All right. And as Jim mentioned earlier, we are at the halfway point. You guys can see tonight we got SLY versus Vox. Next week, Vox and Mir round 2. They started out the season. I'm sure they're looking to go at it again. And it is at Mir's home court. Then we got Arc and SLY, and then Mir and SLY, and then Vox and Arc. And then we got another week after that before we get into the tournament. So I'm fired up, man. I'm loving it. I'm loving what you guys bring every night. Looking for some great matches. And now, without further ado, and wow, a ton of you guys have already bought bundles while I was just kind of talking. Whoa, look at this. We got people on the board early and often. We got the Emperor, Pets, says it's Christmas time. Gemstone, full bundles, an extra for Hellfire. You got it, Gemstone. Will the Bill, give me all. Will getting on the board. Deadly Dimes, all. B-Dub for the Twisted Sisters. We got Valar in the house. Thank you so much, Valar. Tiny, of course. Tiny getting that stable set up. Kel's getting the stable set up. And B-Dub picking up some pets for the Mir Bank. I think this is probably a good night to pick up the Mir Bank, so good job with that, B-Dub. And someone please drop a silent smoke on me going to a meeting with my new boss. Oh, no. You know what? Good luck. I know change is, well, it's change. So I'm sure everything will go fine with your new boss. So here you go, everybody. I think this is a once-in-a-lifetime bundle until the next great bundle. We did have on Monday night epic wild cards. I'm going to make a pre-announcement right now. There is no epic wild card in tonight's bundle. But Monday night, I am adding one additional epic wild card, and that's the last one I'm putting in. So if you're still looking for one piece of epic gear, like those boots, those base +6, I'm pre-announcing it right now. There will be one last opportunity to get an epic wild card. All right, there you go. Here's the pet bundle that you guys have been asking for, and oh my good, yes. Is anybody looking at that top corner like, holy Toledo, how did those 4 epic pets get in this bundle? Those, you know why? Because they're my 4 new favorite pets. I love them. I think they are ridiculously good. But that's not all. I'm going to go through this bundle fairly quickly. Fury 4, awesome. So that is your $10 bundle up there. Bionic Wild Card. You always need to collect wild cards, so there's an opportunity for another wild card. Turbo Elixir. You guys know Turbo Elixir, not only good for the first 10 minutes, bombers everywhere are talking about Turbo Elixir. Obvious reasons. Heal and Seal Smoke. The blue bundle right there. Frenzy Potion, the all-new Frenzy Potion, AP3, you know what it does. Blue Spark has gotten tons of play lately. People collecting blue sparks. Essence Smoke. We know that we can bounce around Essence Smoke. But check this first one out. First bundle. Summon King, Summon Ace, Red, Blue, and all 3 waxes. And if you pick up the red or the blue bundle, I'm throwing in 2 Bionic Torsos. There's a Bionic Torso Onyx, Bionic Torso Pearl. I wanted this to be about pets, but I also wanted you guys to get some of the other collectible items as well. So then we move over to red. You get the Max Glyph. You get your Rojo. And the Julia Muse special right there. Red Bull, Red Sue, Hannibal, Trey, Sly Fly, Box, and Immune. So 2 red pets in that one bundle. So the first 2 bundles alone, 3 red pets. Then if you get the red and the gold, you got Sapphire and Teal. And then this gold bundle, Mac, a pet revive because you got so many pets. Father Ron's favorite, Unholy Smoke. Red Finney. Summon Nolan, big play in Faction Wars. Summon Spike, big play in Faction Wars. Stellar Skins, Mirror Magic, Arc Spark. And that top row is really what it's all about. Summon Ted, AP3. Summon Psycho. Psycho is the most scarce pet in the game, and I'm putting it in a bundle tonight. So this is your opportunity to get Psycho. A couple of people got him last week, but Psycho is not going to be a very abundant pet. Ariel and Psycho, you know what he does. Your team can only play 2 Psychos. You can play 4 blues, but you can only play 2 Psychos. And that stops any the armor pen bullets. So any bullet, not any projectile. He doesn't stop grenades. And then of course Ariel, that's your coming into play pet. It is, you drop Ariel, you get that 10-point heal, and then Ariel goes and hits for 10. And then I would say my favorite pet of all right now is Buck. Buck will hit for AP2 and then gives you an AP2 frenzy. So there's a lot of firepower up there. You got Ted, it's AP3. You got Buck, that's frenzy. You got Ariel that heals you, and you got Psycho up there. And the white bundle up there is the reward for picking up all 4 of the other bundles. That is a total of 15 pets in one bundle. We've never had 15 pets even in a box, ever. So that's what's up, everybody. And for those of you that were requesting it, thank you for your request. Hopefully this meets your expectations. And we've got Julia Muse picking up. There you go, Julia. Making the difference up right there. All the bundles. And Jim, for my partner, Julia, pick one. I love it. Thank you for taking care of each other. Deadly Dimes. Football, so he's nice to his mom tonight. Football and Dimes have some good battles. So I'm looking forward. I forgot there's a nice subplot there, right? We've got Jim Stone picking up the red bundle for Ark. That's a great bundle. Max Glyph, the ammo, Rojo, 4 pets, additional bundles, and you got it. And we've also got Rocket Crockett having some, oh boy, you better get them fixed, Rocket. They need you tonight. Just like InXS. You guys don't know anything about the band InXS, do you? So slide over here and give me a moment. Your moves are so raw, I've got to let you know. You're one of my kind. All right, we got oh, what is going on? They went, no, they didn't. They went double pet bundle for Mir. Whoa. Kel picked up a pet bundle for Mir, and B-Dub picked up, they got pets for days. Trigger picking up all for her and also Fly Rod. Thank you so much, Trigger. This should give you guys a nice, good base of pets to last you for a little while as well. You got it, Valar. Blue bundle, and the other, Super Chat, silver. You got it, blue and silver. You know what? I may be in a great mood tonight, or I may just be like super hot and delirious. I have not figured out which one it is, but either way, enjoy it while it lasts because it's got a 2.5-hour lifespan. So, all right. Well, we got a lot of stocking, a lot of firepower. So appreciate all of you guys jumping in here. And also, as always, I'm just going to flash it up on the board. A lot of you guys are in good shape, but this bundle is always going to be available for our Faction Wars. So again, that is the grenade bundle. I just put it up there. I'll get your inventories out tomorrow. This will be available Monday night, Wednesday nights. If you don't need it, you don't need it. But anytime you need it, just message me and say, hey, Kills, I need the grenade bundle. And that is every grenade in the game with all of our tape, not all of our tapes, with the main tapes that are the most used, and each one of the waxes as a bonus. So again, this grenade bundle is not sold in sections. It's the entire bundle. So we're not splitting it into, that's why there's no circles around them. So, when you need them, just jump in there, let me know. If you need this once a month, you need it every 6 weeks, you need it every 2 months. As long as we have Faction Wars going on, I'm going to offer this just as kind of as a replenishment item. So, and do me a favor, take a screenshot of it. That way, if you guys have any questions, just get a snapshot of this and then, look at your inventory and then you'll know. All right. You guys ready to kick this thing off tonight? All right. So here's what we got, everybody. Yeah. Yeah. There's a rumor going around that my HVAC might be having issues, and it could be 90 degrees in my office. So there you go. But we should be normal tomorrow. All right, so I'm going to start out with the team that will be going first tonight, and that is Team SLY will be going first. Father Ron and company have chosen to go low and be the home team. So, in no particular order, I need pre-match buffs for Tiny, Ray, Will, Dimes. The 4 of you, if you can give me your pre-match buffs, any tapes, any elixirs, any wax, any of those things. And as a reminder, legendaries do not use wax at this point. I will be analyzing that over the weekend. I could be making an announcement on Monday, but keep in mind, we've announced this multiple times, but legendary items do not benefit from wax because there is no ATT on them. But I'm giving consideration to a change on that because the items are such high in value. I'll get back to you guys on Monday, but currently we are as is with do not apply wax to any legendaries. Oh, we got Will the Bill picking up the red and the silver for Ray. You got it, Will. Will do. Tequila and ice will absolutely work, Nixie. Just not tonight. Ray's going blue, black, and Eli. You got it, Ray. Eli on that Max mask. I love that Max mask. And Ray is going turbo. All right, I got you, Ocean Man. We got Dimes. Dimes is going turbo while Father Ron takes notes. She's going bullet and bow. Eli on Shaw. And Eli on TS10s. And finishing it out with a little bit of blue graph. All right, Dimes, we got you set up. Now we got Tiny. Tiny's going stout, stout, let it all out. And red. And double Eli. On that shield, on that Aegis. It's not a shield, Dimes. It's an Aegis. Actually, it's an Aegis. But to call it a shield is like calling a Ferrari a car. You just don't do it. And let me see here. All right. All right, let me get Will. Will is going double red. You know, I think I'm in such a good mood because I get to hang out and do PvP with you guys tonight. Because, man, what a week. What a week. All right, Will's going turbo as well. Speaking of turbo, I did get a speeding ticket this week as well. So that was another highlight. Eli on legendary. And if you guys are wondering, Amy is not here tonight for SLY. She had a pretty big storm, and they've had power outages all throughout her area. So, Amy hopefully will be back with us on Friday night. But no, she is not. She is not going to be running with us tonight. She has had it rough too. And she's the reason why I got the speeding ticket. So I kind of blamed her for that as well. All right, let's go to Team Box. So in no particular order: Trigger, Rocket, Football, and Anthony. So let's get the starting lineup, and this is the starting lineup, by the way. Rocket, Trigger, Football, and Anthony are going to be the starting four. Anthony's going Elysium. I'm assuming those are 10s and 15s, Anthony, instead of 15s and 15s. I know what you meant. Red and stout. Lord, man, don't you have enough base already? Wow. Dude is loading up. Kel says Mir will be watching and planning. Kel, I think you and Bonnie need to be planning where you're going to put all those pets. Trigger, going stout. I think you guys just use stout to hear me sing the song. Double black. And Eli on TS10. And bullet wax. All right, Trigger. We got you down. And Rocket. Black. Oh, look at Rocket. Bringing the purple. Bringing that AP. No, you didn't. Rocket going beast. Eli on TS10. And by the way, it was a 54 and a 35. It wasn't like I was going 120 or anything. It was just one of those things where it's like 45 and it drops down to 35. And, yeah. Figured I would share that. Bow, blade, and bullet. And immune. All right, and last and not least, I got football. Eli on TS10s and blue graph. Ray, did you just call my car an R8? Did you just make my car into an Audi? You're killing me. Killing me, Ocean Man. I'm sorry. If you have an Audi, I apologize. I didn't mean it like that. All right, let's get the second unit in there. All right, so Ron, Bloodfish, and Hippo. Ron, Bloodfish, and Hippo, give me your pre-match buffs. And do we have Animal and Chuck in the house? I mean, I was tempted to go out and sit in the car and sit in the air conditioner, to be honest. It's cooler. Oh, I can do it. I can do it. All right, Ron is going Eli on TS10s. Eli on SLY. Sneaky Ron coming in from that second unit. Look at him. Red, he's going Blade Wax. Any Elixir, Ron? You know what? The officer did have, he did have a sense of humor. Chuck, I need your pre-match buffs as well. Ron's going immune. Ray, that is what I told him. I said, I was going 54. I mean, come on. It was not even a residential area. It's like, it's a normal road, and it's 35. I don't understand. But I tried to make a joke because I thought maybe if I make a joke, he won't give me a ticket. And I said, come on. I said, the only way I can go 35 is to drive in reverse. And he started laughing. He goes, here you go. Here's your ticket. It was like, I mean, he was nice, but he just kind of gave me my ticket. I was hoping, you know, for some sympathy points. Didn't work. All right, did I miss Hippo? Where's Hippo? Up. Hippo is going, it said Eli on, and at first I thought he was typing Elton John. 'Cause I'm still standing better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor. Feeling like a little kid. Stout. And look at Hippo bringing that AP damage. I see you, Hippo. All right. All right, so we got all the, we got everybody who's here. I've got their buffs, tapes, elixirs. I'm glad you like that song, Chuck. I'm singing that for you. All right. Well, he'll have to come in with no buffs, but I mean he can still play, but I can't add his buffs later on. So let's all right, if you guys are ready to play, give me a quick 999 and I'll let you know the order of which we are going. So we passed the pre-match buff period at this point. So this is what we got. And it's going to be a good one. One second, everybody. That was not the window that I meant to close as I switched over. Were you guys just getting like a non-stop ad? All right, can you guys hear me? Are we good? All right. Well, good, because something crazy is going on with YouTube. All right, hang on. My apologies. I need to. No, it's got 2 streams up for some reason. YouTube just like went completely stupid. Interesting. All right, I got a stream and then I got another stream. All right, hold tight, everybody. Just hold tight.
You know that feeling at the start of a trip? That stir of excitement as you pack your bags, or that tiny thrill as you set your out of office? Thrill as you set your out of office? Thrill as you set your out of office?
All right, I'm still here. Give me a second, everybody. I didn't leave you guys. I'm looking over some stuff here for YouTube. One sec. All right, do me a favor, everybody. What are you guys seeing on your screen? Are you guys seeing that I just moved Ray to a new location? All right. Well, at least you guys are seeing it, but I'm not. Okay. All right, I'm moving Ray back. Here, I'm going to put him up here on the house. you guys are seeing things that I can't see. This is not going to be fun. All right, hold tight. All right, I'm back. You guys can hear me. I cannot see what I'm streaming. So, it keeps setting up a ghost, like a simultaneous stream. I don't know why. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I am going to X this stream, and I'm just going to copy and paste it. Give me 5 minutes, and then we'll be back in another stream that will have our initial title on it. But yeah, for some reason, it's running 2 streams at the same time. So hold tight. Everybody will get this set up for you guys. I'll be back in less than 5 minutes, and we'll get it right. All right, never mind. I might have figured it out. Genius, genius. All right, you guys still with me? Let's get Ray over here. All right, I think we got it. Everybody left. It's like, as soon as I figure it out, everybody leaves. Oh, come on. Don't ruin my week. Don't make it any worse. Come back, everybody. Come back. Get the word out. We're good. Hey. Hey, assassin. All right. Hello, Samantha. Thank you. All right. Now I can see what you see, so we're good. Boy, have we had some experiences with YouTube. Sometimes they like us, sometimes they don't. All right, cool. Looks like we got everybody back. So here's the deal. This is the order that we're going to go in. Will probably went to grab a beer. But we're going with Will, then Anthony, then Tiny, then Rocket, then Ray, then Trigger, then Dimes, and then Football Master. We'll be closing out both the first cycle and the game. So if you guys are ready, if you guys are here, give me a 999, and once that happens, I am going to put Will the Bill on the clock and get his first move in the books. Not bad. I mean, we still getting around a 9:30 kickoff, so we're okay. Man, Bonnie does have everybody here taking notes. Oh, but look at this. I see Ark too. See? It's not just Mir here taking notes. We got some Ark here taking notes too. Oh, yeah. Yeah, either hit the link that Kel posted, or Trigger, have her close out and go on the main 999 page and just go in from there. All right, where's Will? All right, I hope Will's here because we're starting now. Will, you got a 20-second timer. Will is going to kick this party off. See, I told him 5 minutes. It's not a fan in the background. It's about 3 fans in the background. And actually, it's fairly quiet as far as fans go. I mean, for 3. This is the real one, Chuck. All right, there we go. Will kicking his thing off. So he's going to go red Finney to Anthony. I like that move. And Anthony, Finney's going to stick around so he doesn't poison you, but red 20 is a 10-10-10. Or I'm sorry, Finney's a 10-10-10, but the red version is a 20-20-20. I know your gear level, so I'm giving you 12. You're taking 12 of that damage, which is putting you at 88 right off the bats. Right off the bat. Sorry, Jim. Bats and hair. Amanda had a great post today. I don't know if you guys saw it. It was going back through some of the history of our gameplay. And I always remember Jim being in that cave with the bats getting in her hair. We had some great moments back then. All right. Will is also going TS10 and 5 yellers to that wall. TS10 and yeller times 5. And Will has turbo elixir as well, which in the first 10 minutes, he's hitting that wall hard, everybody. Will, I like the way you're starting out this game. Turbo elixir takes down the black, takes down a green, and you know what, Will? You went double green because of that elixir. I also want to remind you guys, the wall health will always vary. This is important. I want you guys to understand this. The wall health will always vary from match to match, but it will not vary from team to team. So the wall damage on Monday night is not the same as the wall damage tonight, but it is the same for both teams. Let me be clear with that. All right, Emperor, you're up. You got a 20-second timer, and you've got red Finney at your heels. All right, so Anthony is going to let red Finney stay there, but he is going to send Gus over to Will. And he wants to go TS15 with 5 big reds. Now Anthony's going TS15. Will had the benefit of the turbo. Anthony takes out black, takes out green, and almost. You shake it, Anthony. You do damage to the other green, but not quite take it down. You're rocking that stout elixir. The grenades were a little stronger than Will's, but Will got that extra kick, so a slight lead for SLY early on. And Anthony cast Gus at Will. Gus is not only going to hit Will for 10 and infect you, Will, he's also going to hit Tiny for a little less, 92. But Tiny and Will are both under the effects of deadly venom. And remember, Gus will be a 10-point shot per round. He doesn't go higher, but it is going to be that consistent 10-ish range. All right, Dimes, you got Tiny up next. 20-second timer for Tiny. Took 8 damage from deadly venom. What shall you do? She's like, oh, I didn't see that Gus coming. Strategy's changed, right? Oh, but she's like, you know, you know what? I'm going to drop some heel smoke. Tiny dropped in some, he's surrounded by heel smoke. Not healed yet. But Tiny's going to bring some heat. TS15. And 5 Fool's Gold. Let's see what Tiny's going to bring to the table. Tiny not quite as strong as Anthony. And remember, if there's any reaction from either team to stop a grenade, etc., let me know as we're calculating damage. Tiny certainly takes out the first blue block. And shakes the second one, Dimes. Not quite, but Tiny does damage to the second blue wall. All right, Rocket, you're up. 20-second timer for Rocket. I know a couple people having a little bit of internet issues. I'll just probably sing a lot tonight if there's any dead air. If there's any request you guys would like to hear, just type it. Rocket is going red Toxie. Oh boy, she's bringing the heat on Ray already. Ray, she's going to stun you and hit you with red Toxie. Like she ain't playing. No California love going on out there. She's using red Toxie, Ray, with armor and everything. I'm going to hit you for 30 instead of 35. But you are under the effects of deadly venom. Tiny is not. Tiny is back to 100. Will is. DV. Ray, you currently are deadly venom. And you're stunned. And Ray, you got 20 seconds. And you get one action. Thinking is an action. Scratching your ears an action. Moonwalking while eating a popsicle is 2 actions. You only get one thing. One thing only. And you can't do all that, Ray, because you're stunned. So, Mark for Death would be an action activation. Fury 4 would be a second activation. And Rojo would be a third. So you went like way over the bank account right there, my man. You were super, super overdrawn. Like literally you could shoot, you could activate the mask, or you could Fury 4. One of those 3. Oh, Rock. See, Rocket just went straight putting you on defensive mode. He's like, you know what? All right. That's a hell of a transition, isn't it? I mean, Ray was all set. He's like, Mask, Rojo, Fury 4. Okay, I got a grog. All right, heal grog. All right, I got Ray back to 100. No longer under deadly venom. And Trigger. Trigger, you got 20 seconds. So far, we got SLY with a slight wall lead. I love that. I love that pun. And Will under the effects of deadly venom. And Trigger is going to bring red suit array. I see a trend here. Red suit array is going to add a +5 toxic multiplier to you for the rest of the night. And Trigger is going stun and detonate to Will. So Will, you are deadly venomed and you are stunned on your next turn. You get one action, so start thinking about your action. Deadly Dimes. 20 seconds for Deadly Dimes. I like the setups. I like Vox. Seem to have a good strategy, good game plan, bringing the heat. SLY, so far, going after the walls. When the walls come tumbling down, when the walls come crumbling, tumbling, the walls. You guys are just lucky I didn't go like Jack and Diane. All right, Dime's going Blue Spark. And Max 10 with Red Gel. Oh boy. To Trigger with a turbo elixir attached to it, I might mind you. So Dime's going to sneak over here and bam, Trigger. You take max 10 damage. You take Deadly Dimes damage and you take turbo damage. Let's go ahead and resolve the base damage that you take. You were at 39. Oh, no, no, no. Anthony's like, hell no. Anthony goes, one of my favorite bands, Poe. Can't talk to a psycho like a normal human being. Anthony brings Psycho and stops it. Shuts that stuff down. Sorry, Dimes. No bullet wax, no turbo. Your Blue Spark is in effect, but it just got smashed. Football Master, finish out this round. The end of cycle number 1, everybody. Football, bring it. I liked it, Dimes. I love the move. But I think so far, Anthony's the only person to play Psycho. And that is one Psycho. Remember, each team can only play Psycho twice. Mustard Bomb to Will. All right. Will has no pets out, but he does take the damage from the Mustard Bomb. I got Will down to 85. So I'm going to give you guys a quick pet update. Will has Red Finny on Anthony. Gus's Deadly Venom effect is only affecting Will at this point. And Trigger added a +5 multiplier to Ray. Ray did heal Rocket's Red Toxie. We mean, what about Red Finny? I'm sorry, Ron, on the bench. Where is Red Finny at? Apparently, Vox's bench has something to, what do you mean it doesn't kill it? Hold on, Ron. Quick timeout. I'm going to the John Madden replay. Will comes over here. Boom, boom, boom. Will cast a pet. Red Finny. Red Finny. Red Finny is over here. Will is over here. Football Master cast a Mustard Bomb. Mustard Bomb is over here. That means Mustard Bomb affects Will. Red Finny is over here. The Mustard Bomb does not affect the pet that's over here on the Emperor. Does that answer your question? All right, Will. Round number 2. Kick us off. Come on, guys. We've been playing this game for 7 months. Almost 8, by the way. No, mustard bombs don't kill pets that are all the way across the field. Mustard bomb only does damage to the pets that are in your immediate vicinity. Legendary pets. Nolan. It hits what's beside you, not what's across the field. Will's going to go Grog. Healing Grog. Will, I got you back at 100%. He was stunned. He was deadly venomed. And Anthony, you're up. Oh, I'm sorry. And on Will's turn, his red Finny that is still hitting Anthony hits him for another 12, taking him down to 76. So, Anthony, your second turn is red Finny is still hitting you, regardless of Football Master's mustard that covers the whole playing field. Love you, Zach. But not the way it plays out. You got a 10-second timer, Anthony. Nobody is being hit by any toxins or anything disastrous. All right, Anthony's going to drop Orange Crush. All right. Whether he intended it or not, the Orange Crush not only kills Red Finny, but also finishes off that small little piece of wall that he had shaken before. So slight damage to the wall, but slight damage to the wall was all that was needed after his last hit. So Anthony finishing off that green block and also dropping a little bit of heal smoke. Surrounded by heal smoke, not affected by it as of yet. All right. No pets, no toxins. Tiny, make some magic happen, you beast of a tank. Baddest tank in the game, including Emperor, Tommy, Dahlstrom, Flyrod. No, I'm messing with you guys. But he is good. He is good. I just want to get a reaction out of all the tanks. I know they're all watching. Get them fired up. What is Tiny going to do? Oh boy. Tiny is using, and thank you for actually not calling it a shield this time. Tiny is going to activate Aegis for 5 turns. Now, or 5 attacks. So for the next 5 attacks, Tiny will take 0 damage, 20% damage, 40, 80, no, 40, 60, 80. You got it. Anyway, starts at 100%, then goes to 80, 60, 20, and then for 5 turns. So Aegis is activated. There is a bubble around Tiny. Tiny cannot attack. He personally cannot attack. That's the key. All right. Rocket, you have 10 seconds. What will the Rocket do? SLY up by about 25 points. Pretty close. All right. Woo! Holy cow, Ray. Ray, what did you do? What did you do? All right, Rocket is going to play Percy. Now we know Percy has some deadly venom too. And Percy is a 10, 30, 60. Hits you for 10, not too much in the beginning, but boy does it scale up. 30 and 60. So Ray, I got you taking a full 10 from Percy. You are under the effects of DV again. And Rocket is going to blue spark herself. So nice and rage there from Rocket. That looks intimidating, doesn't it? And you were right. 85, Ray. Thank you for that, Ron. So you're 1 for 2 from the bench. Your last one, not so good. But this one, I'll give you credit. So an extra 5% because of Red Sue. And she's going the Icarus bow with a red arrow. She also has bow wax on that, Ray. All right, I'm going to resolve this. Any response from SLY before this projectile hits Ray? Nope. Yep. I got your stats on your bow, Gina. All right. Ray taking 15 from Percy. And Will saves the day with Psycho. So Rocket's attack goes in, and Will casts Psycho, who takes a bullet or an arrow for Ray. And Ray takes no additional damage. So each team has used 1 Psycho. All right, Ocean Man, you're up. You got a 10-second timer. You are under the effect of Percy, and you're at 85. So here's the way the damage is looking right now. And by the way, Anthony, your heel smoke did resolve. You're back to 100. So we got Will at 100, Tiny at 100, Ray at 85, Dimes at 100, Anthony at 100, Rock at 100. Everybody's at 100 besides Ray. Now he's like, oh, I ain't worried about that, Percy. All right. So we got, he's getting his attack in. So Ray is going to go mark for death. I love it. All right, first of all, let's get the Red Bull in play. Red Bull going into Football Master and taking it from 19 down to 17. And Ray is going Fury 4. Oh, it's going to be painful. I just got to let you guys know in advance. Ray is activating the max mask. So Ray, again, I can't give you the pet, the activation, the potion, and the attack. It's 2 full turns. You can activate Fury 4 and attack, but you can't get the pet in too. Sorry. All right, minus the Fury 4. So, Anthony, the tank page 1 is for the pet or for the Rojo? All right, so let me tell you what the damage would have been. Anthony's going to prevent it, so I think it's a good play by Ray to get Anthony's cooldown out of play. But Ray is AP 3. And the max mask would have made him AP 5 plus Rojo would have been a 9-point AP hit to go with that Red Bull. So that would have taken Football Master from 19 all the way down to 8, but instead Anthony prevents Ray's Rojo attack. Football Master at 17 base. Ray at 85, still under the effects of Deadly Venom that will scale up. And Trigger, Trigger, you're up. That is correct. We've had a couple Psychos used, Tiny's used as legendary, and Anthony's used page 1. Ray did save the Fury 4. So Fury 4 is still in your backpack. Trigger's going to summon Paul, y'all. All right, so Trigger's going to summon Paul, which is going to double strike Ray. Ray's going to take you down to 75 in 2 different hits. You're not sealed, so it didn't break a seal. So Ray's at 75 and max base, but under the effects of Deadly Venom. Trigger's going to blue spark herself. And she's also going to use Sniper page 3, which is her ability, to steal Ray's blue. So Ray, your blue is out of play. So 2 of the abilities have been used, and Dimes, you're up. Still got a fairly low scoring match, everybody. We've got SLY with a 25-point lead. Good strategies, good back and forth with both teams. Couple cooldowns used. The last turn for SLY in round number 2. Anybody's match. Both teams playing super, super smart right now. All right, Dime's going to summon Red Rex. All right, Red Rex is that nagging pet. And he's a 5, then a 10, then he scales up 20, 40. But he is a Red Rex, so he's a 15. But Trigger has that pet mitigation. So Trigger, instead of 10, I'm going to have you take nothing because she uses the eye ring. So Trigger uses her legendary to avoid the Red Rex. Red Rex is out of play. And I also got to hit football. It was a Red Bull football, by the way. So I've got you down to 90 and 17, not 117. And Dimes is going to throw the grenade, and Anthony is going to use blue on the grenade. So Dimes, no wall damage. That is the first blue of the game. So they used the I-ring to avoid the pet damage, and then Dimes had loaded up, and she had the TS-10 and 5 green giants. Now, was Dimes trying to hit the wall, or was she trying to get that blue out of play? We'll find out. Football Master, you're up. Final move of round number 2. Still a 25-point lead. Yep, I got you, Anthony. We've had 3 legendaries activated, a couple of special abilities, a blue and 2 psychos. Good to see Psycho getting into play. Love that pet. So we got a mother-son battle here, so this is going to be interesting. Will football prevail? Will Deadly Dimes prevail? Will they speak to each other for the next couple days? Who knows? We have one pet out, and that is Ray's Red Bull. All right, football is going to drop a Heal and Seal, surrounded by Heal and Seal smoke. And he is going to go Red Rex to Ray. So Ray, you are under the effects of Deadly Venom. And also, now you got a Red Rex hitting you. Again, Red Rex, because it's red, hitting you for 15, Ray, dropping you down to 60. A pet on your heels, Deadly Venom. What will Ray do, everybody? All right, Will, kick us off. Round number 3. Round number 3. We're under 10 minutes. Healing effects have been minimized. They have been nerfed. And this is the final round of cycle number 1. Final move. Each player gets 1 additional move. Healing effects have been minimized. Each player gets 1 action. And then we move to cycle number 2. Can Ray survive the round? Can somebody take out a piece of the wall? Will anybody die this match? We got a lot of what ifs. We got the Bears and the Ravens playing tonight. This is super low scoring. All right, Will is going to go Red Sue to Anthony, adding that +5 multiplier to Anthony for the remainder of the match. Red Sue does not drop off. Remember, that was the premise of Red Sue. It lasts for the entire night. Will, you can't get a purple spark to Gina because that's considered an attack like a smoke. You can go Red Sue, you can go grenades, but you can't add the purple spark unless it's to yourself. Sparking yourself is the same effect as a potion or a smoke. Sparking your opponent is the same effect as throwing a smoke at them as well, which is considered an attack. All right, Will's not going with the purple spark, but he is going TS-10 and 5 black glass. Anything from Team Vox before I calculate damage? Trigger is going blue. All right. Will would have taken down 2 blue pieces. Trigger makes a move that saves 50 points. So Trigger bringing out the second blue. So 2 blues have been used by Team Vox, none for Team SLY. Each team has used 1 Psycho. Anthony, you're up. Your final move of the round. All right, Anthony's going to drop Heal and Seal. So football is healed and sealed. And back to 100% and 19. Anthony is dropping Heal and Seal. And he is going TS15 with 5 Vox. And Anthony's going to finish off the damaged blue wall. And another blue. Taking out 2 pieces, giving Vox a slight lead. Dimes. This is Tiny's final move of the round. Yeah, Jason, I addressed that with the faction leaders today. So get with Bonnie and with Nixie, and they'll explain some of that chat. I'm not concerned with it as long as people have the items to use. We're playing chess, not Call of Duty. Dimes is going to go, you can't do it, Dimes. Tiny is under the effects of Aegis. No grenades. Remember, he cannot attack from inside the bubble personally. He will. You move him into the flag, he will stay into the second round. That is correct. Flag attacks carry over. They do not reset. All right. Tiny's going to engage the flag. And Rocket, you're up. Now, if the flag is engaged and a team has 8 players, so here's an example. Let's say this is probably more relevant to Mir. Let's say they have fly rod on the bench. They could, in theory, move a player to the flag, and then a player, if they have 4 people on the bench, a player from off the bench will take the tank's role when the other person goes to the bench. The flag will stay engaged, but all 4 people will come off the bench. So that means if SLY had 4 people waiting, Tiny would go to the bench. They don't. So just keep that in mind. All right. So first of all, Ray is going to take damage from Percy. And it is the second time Percy's going to strike Ray. And I've got you taking 30 down to 30. And that's including all the additional damage he's taking before I get comments from the bench and the peanut gallery. Kills, how about the Sioux? How about the Sioux? I got it. Rocket is also going max 10, but you can't go Noir with the max 10, Rocket. Paul's gone. Max 10 is a pistol. No, you can't go Rojo with the max. You can go with a Wargo. But the max 10 pistol does not fire AR-15 bullets. Only the Maxine that B-Dub got from the treasure map event. The Wargo will, or the silver, correct. No worries, no worries. The proxy bomb's not a problem. And the attack is not a problem. But if you use the max, you have to use a gel. All right. Okay. So Rocket is casting the proxy bomb. In front of Ray. She's also attacking with red gel. So Ray, she's going to hit you for armor pin just from her attack for 6, which is going to take you down to 18. But she's also going to hit you with the red gel and the max 10 and the bullet wax, which is going to take you down to 10. Now Will is going to disarm the proxy bomb before Ray moves into it and detonates for his last 10. So Will using his engineer ability to disarm the bomb. Very good play, Will the Bill. So proxy bomb is out of play. Rocket hits Ray hard. Ray is on the verge of death. But the good news is you got to move. We got Will at 100, Tiny at 100, Ray down to 10. And Dimes uses Psycho. To prevent it and get Ray temporarily back up to 30 and 24. Yep. The tape took you to AP 6. It's AP plus 1. But regardless, Dimes prevents it. So, Team SLY has now used 2 Psychos. Team Box has used 1 Psycho and 2 Blues. Ray, you're at 30 and 24. You got to survive a couple more attacks. You got a 10-second timer. The walls are almost even. Tiny's at the flag. Ray is holding on by a thread. Healing has been nerfed. And Ray says, A. I don't know what that means. A. A what? You know what? When you've taken that much damage, all you can type is the letter A. I feel the pain, Ray. Ray is going to drop Heal Smoke. Good play. And a Love Boat. Got to move you to the edge, Ray. So Heal Smoke, Ray surrounded by Heal Smoke. And the Love Boat kickback will get rid of the Percy Venom. Ray's no longer under the effect of deadly venom. And he gets kicked back up to 35. And Football Master, take 10. From the Love Boat. Now, hold up a second. Give me a second. Got to check something. Hold tight. All right. So, Ray, first of all, let me explain. Football Master is sealed, and you also have a red Rex hitting you. I want to remind you of that before you attack. So Ray was under the effect of deadly venom, but Football Master also cast a red Rex. Your move's fine, but I just want to remind you he's sealed and you have a pet on you. I'm trying to remind you guys of these things, but jot them down too, just so you know. Use your character sheets or, just set it up so you know when you're under attack. So, You want to go through with that, that's fine. All right, so no love boat. Football Master sealed. So Ray's going to drop the heel smoke and kill Rex. Rex is out of play. All right. Trigger. You're up. 10-second timer for Trigger. We got Trigger, Dimes, and then Football Master will close out the round. We got some wall damage. All right. Trigger is going to go Mac to Ray. And Unholy Grenade to Ray. Right there. Ray, that is going to get rid of your heel smoke. And the Unholy Damage is going to take you down to 25. And you do have Mac on your shoulders. And we're going to go to Dimes. Now, Mac won't resolve because this is the end of the round. Remember, Mac is a 2-turn pet. Dimes, your final move of the round. We got Ray at 25. And everybody else is at 100. Your final moves of the round, Dimes. And then we got Football Master with his final move. All right, Dimes is going to go TS10. 5 Green Giants. Any reaction out of Vox before Dimes hits this wall? TS10, 5 Green Giants, going once, going twice. The wall's already been damaged. Dimes is taking down 2 blue blocks. SLY edging out to a 25-point lead. All right, and finishing off the round, Football Master. Finish off the round, your final move before we go into the second unit. And bam! Ray has taken lethal damage. Pro move by Football Master. I saw it coming from a mile away. Trey sacrificed to do 20 points of damage to Ray. And an unstoppable Aqua finishes Ray off, and nothing the team can do to stop Aqua. Ray has died on... Whoa, hold on. Dimes says no. Dimes is using Tiny's Tank Page 1 to prevent the damage from Trey. keeping Ray at 20. Oh my goodness. Look at Dimes. Look at Tiny coming in to save the day using his epic ability. Wow. That just saved 100 points. Football Master bringing it at the very end, and Dimes coming up clutch. All right. What a good first round. All right. We've got a slight lead, about a 50-point lead for SLY. So, let me go to SLY, and do we have Chuck? Oh, he didn't attack. That's not an attack. That is an ability, sir. And that is perfectly no problem at all. Very, very well played on both parts. That's the type of plays that make champions. That's a big move. All right. Let me get to, do we have Chuck and do we have Animal? I see Chuck. Oh, hold on. No. Rewind. Tiny is engaged with the flag. Tiny cannot act. He can only engage the flag. Back it up. 100 points for Team Vox. Tiny is not able to use tank ability page 1 because he is on the flag. So let's back it up, everybody. And we've got Team Vox actually getting the kill on the final turn. Football Master scoring the points. And that is a 120-point swing. That's a big kill. So we have Chuck, we don't have Animal. So let me get the second unit in for we do have Animal. All right. So I got Chuck. I got Animal. I've got Will. And Tiny. All right, so it will be in this order. Ray heading to the bench. Man, they could have used Amy tonight. Tiny will be first. Dimes heading over to the bench. Will stays in the bomber position. And Dimes, who is going to be your defender? And who is going to be your rover? Between Chuck and one is the rover, one's the defender. Chuck and Animal. Chuck defender, Animal rover. All right. If you guys are just tuning in or watching the playback, we got a great match. This is a good battle. Both teams bringing it hard. It can still go either way. There's going to be death. There's going to be flag captures. We got a lot of fun. Good teams playing. So cheer them on. We got Tiny, Animal, Will, and Chuck. And now for Team Vox. I've got Ron. I got Bloodfish. I got Hippo. And I have Anthony. So, Anthony will stay in the bomber position. Ron, I need to know where. Bloodfish, Hippo, and yourself will be playing. No buffs, Animal. We got Ron is going to rover. Hippo defender, and that'll put Bloodfish at tank. All right. All right, here is the order. Tiny, Ron, Animal, Will, Hippo, Chuck, and Anthony. Tiny, you have a 10-second timer, but you do not get to go. You skip your turn, and you will get the flag next turn. Ron, you have a 10-second timer. All starters do not leave the match, because if any death happens, you get in. So Tiny, Ron, Animal, Bloodfish, Will, Hippo, Chuck, Anthony. You're second on your team, Bloodfish. Which is, yeah, you go after Animal. Huh? Did you just put attack Chuck? With what? A fork? Father Ron activates Vox and flies over and attacks Chuck with a fork. All right. Ron is going to activate Vox. Father Ron will fly again. And he comes to about right here, and he goes, and he attacks Chuck. Chuck taking the Father Ron damage, and Chuck, I've got you at 11, down to 11 base. 90 and 11, Chuck. 90 and 11. Father Ron cutting your base down in a big, big way. Chuck is sitting at 11. Animal, you're up. You got a 10-second timer. Ron is flying, and he just got first blood on Chuck with a big, big hit. Once again, starters. If any starters or any of the second unit die, the starters immediately fill in. Father Ron hits you with the Nox fork. All right, where's the animal? Animal! Look at him bringing the heat. Right what he's supposed to do. Look at that. All right, I got Animal hitting the wall. Any reaction from Team Box? All right, Animal is going to take down a 50 spot. Good job, Joe, getting on the board. Bloodfish, you're up. You got 10 seconds. All right, where's the TS-10s going, Bloodfish? To the wall? Bloodfish is bringing out Nolan. So we got a pet in play. And Bloodfish is going to go TS-10, 5 Mirror Magics. Bloodfish taking down a 25 spot and dealing damage to the 50. A little bit of damage to the 50. Will the Bill, you're up. Your first move in round number 2. Remember, all players are at 100 starting out round 2, except Chuck, who is taking damage and AP damage. Chuck is at 90 and 11. Got some wall action early from the second units. Team Box with a slight lead because of the kill. Will, I got to slide you down behind the wall. In order to get that heal and seal. All right, so Will is going to drop a heal and seal surrounding Chuck. Now, Will, I'm going to go ahead and ask you. You can move down to here into the defensive position if you would like. I only put you there just to put you there. You can stay here for rovability, the wall, but if you want to slide down as a dual defender, I can put you on this side of the wall. That's up to you. I just put you in the minimum range in order to get the heal and seal. All right, so Will slid down behind Chuck. He has the heal and seal. And he also summoned Buck. And you guys know Buck. He don't give a dang. So Buck goes in to hit Hippo. Hippo is down to 10 base. So Hippo taking 2 AP, dropping him down to 10. Will is frenzied, which gives him a +2 AP modifier. And Hippo, you're up. Hippo in the defensive position. So we've got all players at 100, Chuck at 90 and 11. Hippo is at 100% and 10. Buck only attacks once. He hits for AP2, and then he also frenzies the person who uses him, which gives them an AP2 bonus for a turn, and then he's gone. All right. So Hippo, I got to move you up to here. Or here. So left or right. Either way. All right. So Hippo moves here to attack the wall. And TS10 with 5 Vox boxes. Any reaction from Team SLY? All right. So Hippo throws the TS10 with 5 Vox boxes. Will cast red-blue. So the damage would have taken out a 50-point wall. Will saves 50 points. That is the second. That is the first, sorry. That is the first blue used by Team SLY. Hippo is also going to take 10% damage from red-blue. And Chuck, you are healed. You are sealed, since nothing was done to prevent that. And Chuck, you're up. Final move of the first round of cycle number 2. For Team SLY, and then we have Anthony's move. Vox with a slight lead because of the kill and also the defense. But the defense will now be even. So Vox probably up 50-ish. All right, Chuck, what's your move? Will and Chuck are both in the defensive position. Team Vox looks like they've got most of their players on the wall. Worked for them last week. Will it work for them again? Little trickery. All right, Chuck is going to dash to Hippo and attack. We got a hand-to-hand combat match between Chuck and Hippo. Hippo, he takes you down 10, and also his attack takes you down to 8. So Hippo's at 80 and 8. Chuck hitting him with damage and a little bit of AP damage. All right, Anthony, you have the final move of the round. All right, so Anthony is going to go Red Rex to Chuck. And he does break Chuck's seal. But because he does not land an attack, Red Rex hits and he's out of play. Chuck's seal is gone. Anthony is going to go TS-15. And 5 Vox box to the wall. Red block down, and you do some damage to the next one. Not a lot, but you do some damage to the next one, Anthony. So that is the end of round number 1. Let me set everybody up before we get to round number 2. Tiny 100%, Animal 100%, Will 100%, Chuck 100% but no longer sealed, Ron 100%, Bloodfish 100, Hippo 80 and 8, and Anthony 100%. All right. Interesting dynamic here. Tiny captures the flag, goes back to the tank position. That is Tiny's 3rd turn. So Tiny still has 2 more turns of Aegis. Team SLY capturing the first flag of the night. The match just got very, very even again. So Tiny captures the flag, goes back in position, and Dimes, you're up as Tiny. Tiny cannot attack for 2 more rounds, but he does have 2 more rounds of Aegis. by the way, Tiny is leading the league in flag captures. Just want you guys to know. I think that's his second flag capture of the season. Anybody all-star team? You absolutely can. Would you like to go for the flag again? There's no limit to how many times you can capture a flag. All right. Tiny is going to go in and engage the flag again. Two rounds of Aegis remaining that will buffer him to a degree. All right, Father Ron, you're up. Father Ron striking on Chuck the first round will save the day. Chuck went beast mode to rush in for Hippo. Chuck's like, I'm behind enemy lines. There are more people at Vox's flag than Vox. Ron, do you mean Tiny? I don't see dimes. This is round 2. All right. Father Ron is going to send Red Toxie to Tiny. Red Toxie is going to hit Tiny for 15. Minus Tiny's mitigation for 10 this round. Tiny takes 10 and is under the effects of Red Toxie. Ron is also going to go TS10, 5 boxes to the wall. I'm going to bring you up about 3 or 4 feet, Ron. Ron using the TS10. No problem taking out the first one. Slight damage to the second one. I don't think so. Animal, you're up. Animal is going to go TS10. Any reaction from Box? Oh, I see what you're talking about. On the scoreboard. Yes, that is correct. Thank you, Gene. I see what you're talking about now. Not the points, the symbol. There you go. Father Ron is going to bring blue. Animal makes a good play. Very good play, Animal, bringing it. But Father Ron denies it. That's the third blue from Team Box. They have one remaining. Good concept, Joe. Good concept. Got it. You got to bring it, though, right? Joe going after a little bit of damage. All right, Bloodfish, you're up. 10-second timer for Bloodfish. Bloodfish and Nolan are both in play. He is going to blue spark himself. TS-15 with 5 yellers. An Animal stopping the damage. Joe is on fire tonight. Bloodfish with the blue spark was going to take down a 50 spot. But even with the blue spark, not quite 250 spots, but it would have been awfully close. But Joe denies it. So that is the second blue for Team SLY. SLY's used 2 psychos and 2 blues. Box has used 1 psycho and 3 blues. We got a match on our hands, everybody. We got a good one. Stay tuned. Will, you are up from the defender position now. And once again, I need to remind Box, you have nobody in the defensive position. So this round, you will not get points either. Will is going to summon Ted to Hippo. Hippo, Ted is going to zoom in and is going to take you from 8 down to 5. And Will is going to enrage 3. And go Rojo to Father Ron. Now, Will, I got to take you to the edge. Father Ron, any reaction to that enrage 3 with the Rojo? He says, nope. You do hit him for AP, Will. Will rocking AP 2. He enraged 3, hits him with the Rojo. You hit him for 6. Takes him down to 38. But you do hit him for some regular damage as well. With the enrage, I got him down to 85. Ron feeling pretty comfortable at 85 and 38 base. Hippo, you're up. We are under 10 minutes to play, everybody. Healing has been nerfed. We will finish out this round and have one additional round in cycle number 2. Hippo, good play. Hippo going Healing Grog. Which is going to take him back to 80 and 12. Chuck, your final move. Chuck's final move of the round. Chuck's going to hit Hippo again. No mercy. Hippo, I got you at 90 and 10 again. Chuck is bringing the melee. Chuck is a fighter, everybody. I mean, look. This is a war. And Chuck, my man, bringing the heat. Chuck, you got mad respect for me. I love it. I love you bringing the damage. And Anthony, you're up. Final move of round number 2. Of round 2 of cycle 2. Each player will get one additional turn after Anthony's move. I love Chuck's gameplay. He lets it fly, man. That's the way you got to play this game. Right, Jim? Me too. We just need to get Chuck some legendary gear. Can you guys imagine if Chuck was in legendary gear? Give that dude an amp, everybody. Come on. Put an amp in Chuck's hand. Let him fight. All right. Anthony's going to drop Nolan. And he's also going to go TS-15 with 5 pink. Anthony. By the way, Anthony is the top bomber in the league, just so you guys know. Just like Tiny is the top tank for flags, Anthony has taken out the most walls. He takes out a red block, not that red block. He takes out this red block and does a little bit of damage to the last one. All right. Each player has one additional move. Tiny, you have 10 seconds. We skip your move because you are attacking the flag. Father Ron, your final move of the round. Father Ron's red Toxie does hit Tiny. Dropping him down to 75. Aegis is gone. Father Ron goes TS-10. 5 Arc Sparks. And Father Ron finishes off the first wall of the night, everybody. Any reaction from SLY, or it's good? I'm assuming it's good. All right, let's reset it. The wall is reset. Good? Use it or save them. It's up to you guys. I mean, we know. We know you're either going to use them or save them. It's your strategy. 2 left for Team SLY, 1 left for Team Box. It's going to go down the way it's going to go down. So, Tiny, are we good? Speak for the team. All right, I think even with lag, we're good. All right, I'm resetting it. So if you use a blue now, sorry, too late. Here we go. Boom. All right, we got the wall reset, everybody, and Team Box officially taking down a wall, so we know it's 300 points. Very close match. I'll give you guys kind of a ballpark on the score in a second. Let's get the scoreboards updated, though. All right, give you guys an idea. Ron just took down that section of the wall. That wall's been reset. So Vox certainly 150-point lead, but they've also got a kill, which would be a 250-point lead, but SLY has a flag, which would make it a 150-point lead, and SLY's about to capture another flag, which would make it a 100-point lead. And SLY has a 40-point edge on defending, which in real time makes it about a 10-point game, everybody. So, if the round plays out. So this is too close. Everybody stay super focused. We've got Animal, you're up. Joe, we got a super close match. What is your final move of the round? All right, Animal's going to summon Gus to Hippo. Hippo is going to put Deadly Venom on you, take you down to 80. It is also going to hit Anthony with Deadly Venom, taking you down to 92, Emperor. And Animal is going to go TS-15 with 5 aquas. And Father Ron is going to prevent it. So Joe bringing more of the heat. Vox stopping it. Hippo, your final move of the round. Father Ron and Bloodfish. I'm sorry. Bloodfish, your final move of the round. Father Ron and Bloodfish on the bench, obviously for those preventions, to get a nice wall advantage. Very well done. Fury 4. Fury 4, TS-15. Five boxes. And TS-15 and 5 more boxes for Nolan. All right, Team SLY. I've got Bloodfish going Fury 4 for himself and hitting the wall. And I got Nolan, no Fury 4, but hitting the wall. Any reaction from Team SLY? Animals use blue. Will's use blue. Chuck's the only person. I don't know if he has a blue. Tiny can't do anything, so I can narrow it down. Chuck, anything you're going to do, yes or no? All right, I'm going to take that as a no. All right, so let's go Bloodfish. Black, green, green. Nolan, blue, and damages the next blue. Bloodfish taking down half the wall. Will, you're up. Will, your final move of this round, and then we'll get our starters back in. All right, Will. In order to get an attack on Hippo, you got to move here. Out of the defensive zone. All right, Will is moving out of the zone, giving up the 20 points. And he's going to go Red Bull to Hippo. And Bloodfish, do you want to prevent the Red Bull damage, or do you want to prevent the Rojo damage? I obviously know, but I need to ask. All right, so Red Bull is going to hit. It's going to take Hippo down to 8 and 70. Will is going to attack with a Rojo that would hit for another 6 AP. Bloodfish uses prevention to prevent the damage. Hippo, your final move. We have Hippo, then we have Chuck, and then we have Anthony. Hippo moving back to his initial spot. All right. Chuck, your final move of the round. We have Chuck, then we have Anthony, everybody. And then the starters will be back in. He is going to go Crowley's Carver to Hippo. He is following him around. Chuck, I'm gonna buy you a damn amp myself because you love to attack. You need something to attack with. Crowley's Carver to Hippo. Taking Hippo down to 55 and 6. Chuck dealing the damage, and Anthony finish out round number 2. All right, Anthony, and there's nothing they can do about it, so this attack is going to go through. So Anthony is going to blue spark. TS-15. 2 of them for him, and SLY flies. Times 10. Let's get some wall damage tallied up here. Anthony taking out 2 blue, and Nolan taking out a red. 2 blue and a red. And a couple things. 1, Ron, even though you guys moved Hippo back into position, doesn't get points for defending. A defender has to start the round and end the entire round. Can't tell you guys that in the middle of the match, but just as an FYI when we get to scoring. Also, Will moved out of defensive position, so if you guys are calculating where we're at for defense, SLY has defended a total of 4 out of 6 rounds. Box has defended a total of 3 out of 6 rounds. So certainly a couple points here or there, but Vox is pulled away a little bit with the wall, but I think it's going to tighten up here in the final round when we get the starters back on the field. So huge shout out to both second teams. Father Ron, Bloodfish playing great prevention. Hippo as well. Chuck and Animal, good job. Animal staying solid with the wall. And Chuck, you're a beast, man. I'm telling you, if I was starting a faction, you're up there in my top 5. I'd throw so much AP on you and just say, dude, go nuts. Find the target and just go ballistic. So appreciate your gameplay tonight, man. All right, so let's get the starters back in the lineup. We've got Anthony. We've got Rocket. We got Football. We got Trigger. We got Animal. Good job, Animal. Way to represent. We've got Dimes. Will the Bill going back to the bomber position. Ocean Man coming in on defense. All right. So, much like the match the other night, based on time, it was much, much quicker tonight. You know, big props to all of you guys. We are going to have the final round as 2 moves only. Each team has 2 remaining actions. Use them wisely. Pick your targets wisely. Walls, people, whatever case may be. The match is still very close. It is going to be decided by the next couple rounds. So we're going to kick this thing off. Will, you got a 10-second timer. You're on the clock. Team SLY has used 2 blues and 2 psychos. Team Vox, 1 psycho, 3 blues. Ray has no blue because it was stolen. I agree, Julie. I think it's been a tremendous game. If you have any doubts that either team can win, put those doubts aside because we got a lot of good players. And it's still going down to the wire. So we got Will, Anthony, Tiny, Rocket, Ray, Trigger, Dimes, and Football. Will is going to summon Toxie to Football. Football, I got you taking 25. And Will is going to go Fury 4. And 3 TS10s and 5 Vox. All right. Team Vox, any reaction to that? He did not. Will has cast Red Finny, Psycho, and Red Sue. No Red Toxie. All right. So I'm assuming that is a no to the TS10s and 5 Vox. All right, Will, by nature of the Fury 4, and the wall's already taken damage. Two blocks. Wall was partially damaged, and Fury 4 brings a lot more damage than the blue sparks. If you guys are wondering the difference between the blue sparks that hit and also the Fury 4, the highest damage output you can get. Will taken down 2. Anthony, you're up. SLY still trying to get that first wall down. Anthony follows suit with his own Fury 4. TS-15. And 5 pinks. Any response from SLY? And also Spike to Ocean Man. I know SLY has 2 blues remaining. Anything? Blue from Dimes. All right. Dimes has used blue. Ray has no blue. Will has used red-blue. And Tiny cannot use it because he's at the flag. So that's the 3rd blue. Each team has 1 blue remaining. Anthony, your damage is prevented. Ray, you're going to be hit by a spike. 1 or 2, it's single. 3 or 4, it's double. 5 or 6, it's triple. Pick wisely, Ray. He picks 4. And it is very wisely. Ray brushing it off like it ain't nothing but a thing. You guys haven't heard that in a while, have you? When's the last time you heard ain't nothing but a thing? What? What'd I do there? Yeah. All right, Ray. Ray taking 10. Like, I've had enough. I've had enough of this box damage. All right. Tiny. You're up. Up. No. Tiny just captured a flag. Now, Tiny has his 2nd flag. He now has a move. And he has no Aegis. Aegis has been either damaged or has burned off. So, Tiny, the all-pro flag grabber, just made this game awfully close. Awfully close, everybody. I got it as a toss-up right now. Tiny, you're up. You got a 10-second timer. Remember, these are the last 2 rounds, everybody. 2 moves for each player except for Will and Anthony, who have already taken one of their last 2 moves. Tiny is going to attack this time. Tiny's going Fury 4, everybody, with 5 Fool's Gold. Any response from Team Box? All right, we're going to resolve it. Rocket goes red-blue. Now, interesting call. That is the final blue of the match for Team Box. Was it a good play or was it a bad play? Remember, at the end of a wall, you can only take down the last block, so it was only a 50-point play. Maybe it was timely, maybe it wasn't. Tiny taking 5% from red blue because of gear. But that Fury 4 and that potion would not have carried over to the rest of the wall. It is 50 points though. 50 points are important. I don't want to forget that. All right, Ray. One of your last two moves. By the way, everybody, we're under 10 minutes to play. Healing has been nerfed. Purple effects minimized. Gina, I don't know if it's a good move or a bad move. I mean, we'll see. It might have been the move of the game. It really all depends on how much of the wall is remaining at the end of the game. So, I don't think it's a bad play. Well, it's just, we'll see. Hindsight, right? Ocean Man, we got a super close match. Ocean Man in the defensive position. All right, Ocean Man's going to bring Red Sue. So he's trying to beef up that damage percent. So that's an extra 5% that football is going to be taking. And Ocean Man is going to bring a Fury 4. With a Love Boat. I mean, it hits. It's not like a Fury 4 with a TS-15. But yes, Football Master is going to take some damage. Ocean Man getting a healing kickback. Back up to 95%. He wasn't poisoned. Just took some spike damage. But a Fury 4 Love Boat. Zach, I got you taking 12. No, sorry, I got you taking 15 with the Fury 4. So I got you at 60 and 19. All right, Trigger, you're up. But you are still under the effects of Will's Toxie. Regular Toxie, not red Toxie. So we got Will at 100, Tiny at 95, Ray at 95, Dimes at 100, Anthony at 100, Rocket at 100, Trigger at 100, Football Master 60 and 19. All right, Trigger is going to go for the wall. Fury 4. TS-15. Five Green Giants. Dimes. Anything from Team SLY. We know there's one more on the table. Does it go through? Or does it not go through? Tiny is going to cast Red Blue. Trigger. Your attack is denied. Red Blue hits you. Your gear mitigates some of it. Puts you at 95. Not a big deal. All right, I do have to say, all blues are out of play. So, this last match, a lot of Fury 4s are out of play. Be smart with your inventory. Don't double cast. We got Dimes. We got Football. And each player gets one remaining move in the closest match we've had to date. Dimes, you're up. Football's talking a little trash. Okay, fine, do that, but we got something special for the end. All right, scratch that, Dimes. Rocket. Let's go to Rocket. Nope, scratch Dimes' move. We skipped Rocket. Rocket, we're going to leave Trigger's move in play. We're going to leave Ray's move in play. Rocket, you're up. All remaining moves play out. All right, Rocket is going to drop Nolan. And Seal Smoke. All right, which TS are you using, Rocket? $10 or $15? All right, TS 15. Look at Joe. Look at Joe trying to count the moves. Come on, animal. She can summon, drop the smoke, and attack. TS 15. 5 Glam Bams. And you can use Tank Page 1 because if you guys remember back to round number 1, Tiny could not use it because he was attacking the flag. Good move. Tank Page 1 does work. Rocket is denied. Nolan is out. All right. Now we're going to go to Dimes, and then we go to football, and then I won't skip Rocket a second. Rocket, I skip you a lot, don't I? Like, even in chat. I don't know what it is. Dimes putting the heat. Dimes chooses to go Hannibal instead of Nolan. Will that come back to haunt her? Inquiring minds want to know. But she does go Hannibal to football. Football taking you down to 50. She does Bloodlust. Yeah, oh, she's like, oh, damn, oh. Well, you can't use him now. And Bloodlust, TS 15. She's like, oops, I should have used Nolan on my last turn. And 5 pinks. And yes, she does take down the final piece of the wall, everybody. With a little overkill, but nothing can be done to stop it. So the wall goes down. We go to scoreboard. Now it looks like an official points, but it's really 50 points, right? Two flags for Team SLY, 1 complete wall. 1 kill for Team Box, 1 complete wall. Let's reset the wall for Team SLY. All right, and it is super, super close. Football Master, your final move of this round. Remember, all heals have been nerfed after Football Master. Summon Nolan and Grog. That's what Mom should have done. But Football Master, big play there. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. All right, everybody, take a deep breath. You got one move left. Everybody's watching. It's a big, big match. It's going to be an epic finale. Nobody has any blues left. Your Nolan got cast. Your damage got prevented. They can't prevent the cast. So you have Nolan out. Football has Nolan out. Nobody else does. Anthony did use tank page 1. It's out of play. No legendaries in the final round. Rule of legendaries. Will, your final move from the defensive position. Each player, one additional move. I'm sorry, Will from the bomber position. Will from the bomber position. Not the defensive position. So Will is going to go summon Spike to football. Let's start with that. Football. Pick a number. 1 to 6. One or a 2. One time, 3 or 4, double, 5 or 6. It hurts. Picks a 5. And it is a 1. Look at Football Master. Brushing off the spike like it ain't nothing. 10% football. I got you down to 90. No worries. All right, Will's attack cannot be stopped. So at this point, they're going to hit. Now that would have been a big hit because if football takes 30 to 35% damage, it could change the strategy, right? I mean, then he's a sitting duck. But good die roll. And good call out. Let's put Chuck over here where he belongs. Sorry, Chuck. Get you back with your team for the finale. All right, let's get Will. Will with a TS10. Three pinks. And 2 of the HB3s. Will hitting early blocks. And he did blue spark himself. I wanted to make sure he had not used blue spark. He has not. And much like the turbo elixir early on, Will, black, green, green, 25 points for Will the Bill. Emperor, you are up. This is your final move of the match. The #1 bomber in the entire PDL universe. The Tower of Power, the bomber of the hour. Emperor is going to go TS-15 and 5 yellers. And he's bringing, oh, I like this move. I like this. He's summoning Rage to enrage Rocket. Rage has not been played a whole lot. And thank you, Anthony, for actually doing some homework on your pets. I don't think I've seen anybody use the shade known as Rage in a long time. Rocket's going to get the benefit of that. Emperor taking down 1 red block. Tiny, you're up. Know your pets, everybody. Some good moves that you guys have not played. Oh boy, oh no. People forget that Tiny has most of his abilities because he's been attacking the flag. Red Toxie to Football. Oh, can you imagine if Spike would have hit Football? Football, you're also under the effect of Sue, which is a bonus 5%. I got you from 90 down to 40. Football Master sitting at half life after the red Toxie kicks in, under the effect of Deadly Venom, and luckily that spike did not hit hard. We also got Tiny going Blue Spark as well. Sneaky, sneaky dimes. And TS-15 with 5 hybrids. The blocks get tougher. 2 blue melt away, no problem, and a little bit of damage to the 3rd block. Tiny getting 50 points on the board, and a touch of damage to the other blue block. Rocket, you are raged. But is that a good move or not a good move? And before you type it, Gina, you can't Fury 4 if you're already under a rage effect. You can't double rage. So you are under, exactly. I knew the Fury 4 was coming. So you can't Fury 4. I love the rage play in the right situation. Like maybe a round earlier. If you guys are tuned in, I know everybody is on the edge of their seat. This is anybody's match. It has been hard fought start to finish. Two completely different strategies. It is still a toss-up. Any move or bad move at this point could decide the outcome of the match. One second. All right. Gina, you will increase the size of your character. You will not increase the damage. The sparks have utilization beyond damage. To make your character bigger, to make your character smaller. But the effect of it is an enrage. So you cannot, if you can blue spark, you will not get the bonus damage from the spark because you are already enraged. You can't enrage and then add double damage or additional rages to it. It'll make you really tall. Yeah, no worries. I just want it to be right because we're down to the crunch time, so you're fine. All right, so she's going to go a lot of damage here. So Gina is enraged. And Nolan is also hitting with a TS-15. But to be honest with you, Gina, it's not going to matter because you're still going to take down both pieces of the wall. So it would have been overkill, and I'm glad it kind of happened that way. It's not going to be a game breaker. But the blue spark cannot be used in that method. But you are going to hit with the enrage with the TS-15 and 5 big reds. And Nolan is going to as well, which is enough damage to take down both pieces of the red wall. And there's no blues in effect, so there's nothing that can be done to stop it. So we're going to reset the Vox wall. That is the second complete wall that's been taken down by Vox. That was another 100-point toss by Gina and Nolan. And let's go ahead and reset it and get some more blocks up there. Still close. Vox probably took a slight lead, I'm guessing. I'm not doing official scoring. All right, Ray, your final move. We got Ocean Man, Trigger, Dimes, and Football. Neither team has any blues. Some have Fury 4, some don't. It's going to be down to the wire. And also with your scorekeeping, keep in mind that flags do add additional damage. The more of them or more additional points, the more of them you get. All right, Ray is going to summon Sam. To football. Doing damage and AP. I got football at 40 and 17. Ray is going to fire Rojo. Any response from Team Vox to Ray's Rojo and his shot at Football Master? Rocket cast Psycho. And the Rojo and the damage is prevented. All Psychos have been used. All Blues have been used. There are no more defensive instances in play. Trigger, you're up. Football sitting at 40 and 19. That would have been a big hit because Dimes might have been able to take him out if that would have went through. So Gina with a great play. Now, Trigger, you cannot summon Rage and use Rage for yourself because you've already used Fury 4 and you've already been under the effect of a Rage. But you can TS 15 with 5 big reds. So close, Ray, so close. And a TS-15 with 5 big reds with no enrage in the 3rd round of walls. It's going to give you a black and it's going to give you a green. Not the other green. Dimes, your final move of the match. We got dimes and we got football. Anybody's game, everybody. Does she go wall or does she gamble on football? 40 and 19 versus the wall. What will Dimes do? It's life or death right now. If you attack and you miss, doesn't work. If you get in a wall game, maybe you don't get enough points. No time to add it up, Dimes. You got to go with your gut. that it? All right. Dime's going TS15. And 5 big reds to the wall. All right, Dimes, confirm that's your final move. Okay, I ask, Dimes could have also summoned a pet, and had she summoned Red Toxie, she would have killed Zach for 100 points. Bad move. Dimes, come on, man. All right, we're just going with wall damage only. You locked it in. I gave you every benefit. Zach was sitting at 40, and a Red Toxie would have dealt 40. Mom's taking it easy. TS15. Blue block. And red block. All right, everybody. This is where we're at. Down to the wire, final move. Oh my goodness. Oh, and Zach, I got you at 30 after Hannibal, by the way. But anyway. All right, Zach, your final move. Let's see what you got. Oh, your move was Hannibal. Dimes. Hannibal hit him. Nolan. All right, you can't go heal potion, Zach. Actually, you can. So he's going to heal. And he gets 50% of the heal potion, which is going to take him up to 60. And Nolan is going to attack with the TS10s. Sorry, they're two different actions. Zach has one, Nolan has the other. And Vox times 5 to the wall. So Nolan's hit to the wall is going to go green block and a blue block. Green and a blue. All right. That is everybody's final move of the match, everybody. I'm going to give you guys a score. And I know it's complicated, but hold tight 1 minute. Because this is going to be good. All right. Let me get Team Arc. And Team Vox. All right, there were 8 total rounds. Team Arc defended 6 out of 8 for 120 points. Team Vox defended 5 out of 8 for 100 points. Wall damage. Yeah, it was. You had red Toxie, Dimes. So red Toxie would have killed Zach. That's why I'm saying, I know. But no worries. What's done is done. All right. Kills. We've got Team Vox with 100. Team SLY. I said Arc. I'm sorry. Sorry. I know I said Arc. Team SLY and Vox. All right. So SLY with 120, Vox with 100. SLY with 0, Vox with another 100. Wall damage. Vox 650. Hang on one second. 25. 10, yes. 650. SLY. $450. Flags. Vox 0. Tiny 225. I'm going to double check the numbers. By my count, I've got Vox at 850 and SLY at 795. You guys agree? SLY with a 20-point advantage over Vox in defense. Vox with a 100-point advantage over SLY in kills. Vox with a 200-point advantage on walls, and SLY with a 225-0 advantage to Vox. Vox at 850, SLY at 795. A close match, but Vox getting the win in a very, very hard-fought battle. Everybody laid it on the line. Oh my goodness. The moves, the nerves. Yeah, I'm going to double check it for you guys. 2 walls and a half of walls that they took down, 650. 1 kill of Ray, 750. Defense, 100. Yep, that is correct. Congratulations. Great match to both teams. Love the plays. Love the back and forth. And I'm looking forward to Friday night. I think we got a good one on Friday night, everybody. I'll do a few questions. I mean, I'm not hot at all. My opinion on second line strategy, you got the win. I'm not going to second guess a strategy gets the win. I think, you're always going to second guess when you prevent, when you use blue, when you use psycho, all of those things. But as long as you're winning, I think it works. And I think there was some good mix of strategies tonight. I think SLY had a good strategy. No, you cannot. You cannot. You can only be under the effect of one toxin. But he wasn't, because Will cast a Toxie and Zach healed it. So the toxin had dropped off, and the damage that Zach had taken was direct damage in the second round, which means he was still under the effect of Sue, and he was going to be hit by your Hannibal, which disappeared, and then he could have been finished off with Toxie. That's kind of, and I can't tell you guys these things, but what I can do, obviously I'm going to pause and give you a chance to use your psychos and to use your, to use your blues. So, no, you cannot be under the effect of two toxins at the same time. So, great strategy all the way around the board. The one thing that's important, Sue's can multiple stack. And regardless, when you guys kind of go back and you look over the gameplay or a move here, a move there, here's the important thing. At the end of the match, I think the most important of all the things as we're learning to play that I ask myself at the end of the match, and you guys should ask yourself, is did the team that deserved to win? And yes, Vox played, in my mind, slightly better. They could have lost at the end. And it's not a criticism of either team. It's just overall moves and strategy. Now, you can make a couple big plays that'll turn that. But overall, did I feel like, if you ask me my opinion, did I feel like Vox played a better game tonight? Yes. Slightly better. Not a lot better. But I don't think they played so well that they dominated the game they couldn't lose. And I don't think that we've had a match that, in all the matches, I don't think we've had a match where the person who won didn't deserve to win. That's kind of my feeling. It would not. You cannot pull a person off the flag, bloodfish. You can kill them while they're on the flag. And if they don't buff going in, it's quite easy to kill somebody unless you're using essence smokes. And look, we've seen people use SLY Shaw before they go in. We've seen people like Tiny, obviously using Aegis is going to be a huge, huge benefit to them. And if they play that way, it's going to be something that all the teams are going to have to take note of. I mean, there's really no secrets at this point. You send Tiny in. If he gets hit, you essence smoke him. But if you essence smoke him, somebody could turn their attack to you. The thing about the Asylum, this battleground, is it's so close that essence smoke is good but it really has to be used when you're far enough away or your opponent is sort of locked into something else. Because we saw Amanda do that the other day, right? Amanda essence smoked, and then I think she died. Or somebody essence smoked and died. It works sometimes it don't. It doesn't. No, it would not distract them from the flag. And I don't think, like I said, at this point, there's not a whole lot of gotcha moves out there. And if there are, there are things that we're going to look at and try. If there's a gotcha move, my goal is to nerf it. I don't want people, and I'm not saying that's what it is, but if a move comes out and it's way too powerful for the group, it doesn't make sense to play a whole season and to have it. Case in point, defending. We saw in week number 1, nobody cared about defending because it was only worth 10 points a turn. Now it's worth 20. So I'm going to ask this question. Based on tonight, did you feel like defending was right-sized? That 20 points per round for defense is the right thing to do because 8 rounds is a potential 160 points. So if one team would have left for the entire match, the other team would have won by defending the entire match. And that really is the point. So if I would have kept it at 10, one team could have left and the other team would have been sitting there doing nothing and it wouldn't have been relevant. So tonight, and I made that move last week. So, some people might have said, is it the right move? Is it the wrong move? Is it in response to something? Yes. It's in response to 3 different teams leaving defensive post and not worrying about defending a zone. So tonight, to me, I think it was perfect. I told the faction leaders, I said I could bump it up to 25. I could knock it down to 15. But I think 20 points is going to feel right. I'm going to start with that. And based on what I saw tonight, I'm good with it. I think 20 points is the right thing because you guys need 4 things to think about. Defending, walls, flags, and kills. There's enough action throughout the match to really let the good team shine. I thought SLY had a good strategy. I thought Vox had a good second line strategy. I think if Amy would have been here tonight, no excuses, but if Amy would have been here tonight, it would have been another evoke and another medic. I think you guys have Chuck and Animal, who are both medics that have the option to get tank or to get medic page 2 and 3, and that would be a huge benefit for Team SLY. I mean, think about this. You got a second unit coming in from SLY, Chuck and Animal, who are both medics, and medic page 3, divert half the damage from target and split it with yourself. So if you've got players in the game and you don't have them geared to the gills and you don't have them with all their spells and all the knowledge of their talents, you're leaving things on the table. So, like I said, there's opportunity. The other thing that I'll say, if you guys are serious about PvP, you still shouldn't be figuring out a strategy 30 minutes before the match starts. You guys have a week in most cases in between matches, which is plenty of time to get your group together for 10 minutes. I meet with the faction leaders. I would say, what do you guys think? 4 times a week? 4 times a week, I pop in faction chat. Every day, I'm in moderator chat. But I'll jump in faction chat and say, bam, 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 bam. This is what I think we should do. Get this word out. This is what's going on. Communicate it. If I can make 15 minutes a day for factions, then you guys should be able to get all of your players together for 10 minutes and come up with a strategy. And if you don't, and if you lose a close match, you're going to second guess yourself. And I know I'm brutally honest, but I have to be brutally honest with some of the players. I mean, same thing on Friday nights. There were some things that I think early on you guys struggled with on Friday nights, and you worked it out. I mean, you guys are impressive on Friday nights. I think this week is going to be a little bit of a challenge for you guys because it's going to be something different that you guys have not really dealt with, but you'll learn from it, and hopefully you win and you get experience from it. But again, and look, I'm speaking from a judge and a spectator and kind of giving the overview of the match. This week has been the best week of Faction War PvP I've ever seen. Maybe Ark doesn't feel that way because they lost, but I feel that way because I thought it was an amazing match. So as a fan watching it, I don't feel all the effects of the winning team and the losing team, but I appreciate and I get the gist of what goes into it and how hard you guys work to get a result. And sometimes you come up short. Same thing tonight. SLY came in. They were shorthanded. I thought Animal did an incredible job. I thought, Chuck, I like your game style, but your game style without the gear, it's tough, right? And to the winning teams, I think the winning teams, they got pushed to the limit. Mir did not have and not that Mir didn't think they were going to have a walk in the park anyway. I mean, Mir knows every time they play Ark that they are going to get the absolute best from Ark. That's a given. But certainly, I saw half the players on Mir at the end of the match, like it was almost like a sigh of relief, like, whew, we pulled that out. And that to me shows that it's a good challenge. It took it to the wire. Same thing tonight. I think people were counting blocks. And, it came down to one or two moves. Rocket made a good move with using Psycho. And, the big question is, could Football Master have been finished off at the end? We saw Ray die at the very end. We could have potentially saw Football Master die at the end. And I think that move where, Ray, we thought he died, or we thought he died, and then we thought Tiny saved him, and then we found out he died. You get all the gist of that, right? You get all the kind of, if that damage doesn't kill Ray, I'm not saying that SLY wins. I mean, based on the total score, yes, that would have been a win. But I also think that Vox would have changed up their strategy. And I've seen that multiple times. I don't want you guys to look at like a move that happens. First and foremost, let me say this. There is no move that you make in the first couple moves of the game that cost you the game. So you can just put that to the side. So if you die or you make a bad move, that's not going to make it or break it. Now, when you get down to the last move, that's crunch time. And there's not a better team in the league on the final move of the game than Mir and Bonnie. I've seen Bonnie time and time again, whether it's singles, tag team, or wars. And I'm going to be brutally honest again. I've seen Bonnie play like crap for 3 or 4 turns, and then the last 2 or 3 turns, just like, whoa. It's just that focus kicks in, and that's where you win it. And the best way to get conditioned to that is play it and to practice it and to get in those positions over and over to where you perform and you know how you want to finish. I would probably say, maybe I'm wrong, I'd probably say Bonnie spends more time on planning how to finish a match than kind of the stuff that goes on in the middle. Set up, but you know what, at the end, this is where we're really going to get them. And I think some of you guys could be well served to spend a little time planning out your final moves, not your first moves. Because you know who's going to be in the game. Maybe, hey, we would like to have this. You can't use a legendary on your final move. Ron, I think going last, I don't know that it's it looks good when it works. Let me put it that way. The reason why we go high and low, first and last, is if you're a good team that goes first, you could kill somebody in the first round. So there is an advantage to going first as well. So I think that depending on how you play, if you play last, you've got to play a certain way at the end. If you play first, you got to play a certain way at the end. If you play first and you come out of the gates hesitant, you shouldn't have played first if you had that choice. But the overall talent of where we're at right now on August 13th to where we were the first week of January when we started is unbelievable. And Julia, I agree. So Julia says, I love this game, win or lose. And I think Faction Wars is a brand of PvP that it's unique. I'm not, I wouldn't be tooting my own horn because, if I brag about it, it's really bragging about you guys, because my concept of Faction Wars was based on things that you guys did after we developed PvP. I mean, we started out with singles, and then there were requests for a tag team and more people, and we added that. And I remember that one Saturday when we first tested Faction Wars, it was fun. And the goal was to make it fun and to fine-tune it where there's some competition. And to have the benefits of it. And it's not often that you can invent an element of a game and, think about it. If you try to invent your own card game, it's hard. Well, we basically invented a form of PvP that I don't think has ever been done before. I think it is so unique of the combination of, as I said, chess, strategy, items, avatars, movement, teamwork. All of those things are really tested. And Trigger, I agree. And if we can get everybody to really have that mindset that having a good time is really what the game is about, and winning is just a little bit extra. Same thing on Friday night. Friday night showing up, and that's why we always finish it usually with a dance or something. Having a good time on Friday night and remembering and enjoying the experience is the best. Growing your character and winning is better. So, well said. And it's the other reason why I keep lineups confidential until I know whether you guys can go first or last. And that's why I require you guys to submit it a little bit early, to make sure we submit it early and, there's no extra strategies that go into it. All right, everybody, it is 12:26 on the East Coast, and it's pretty hot. But I appreciate you guys. Thanks for everything that you guys do tonight. Once again, we got a very awesome event coming Friday night. Kel will probably also send out some teasers. We got a great pack opening event for you guys. There's going to be a nice legendary event. There's going to be another pet box. It's going to be a red pet box like we saw before. There's going to be some new items that you guys will see on Friday night. So we've got Friday, we got a good pack opening event. We've got a great week planned for you guys next week. And once again, Monday night, I did tease it tonight, is going to be the last time that I'm going to offer the Epic Wild Card. So that is going to be an opportunity for either you or a member of your faction to get a piece of that Epic gear. So it's, even the Epic boots are base 6. So certainly a piece of gear. If somebody like Chuck picks up the amp, that could be a difference maker with your second team. So, hey, thanks everybody. Have a great night. Great week of PvP. We're at the halfway point. great stats tonight. Another high score, 850 to 795. And I'll see you guys for sure on Friday night. And tomorrow night is optional for Walking Dead, but I'll probably be working on inventory in the evening, so we'll play it by ear. Either way, I'll get your inventory tomorrow, and we may or may not do a... there's not a whole lot of news out there, but we'll see if we want to get together. I'll see you guys definitely on Friday. Peace.